invade by the thousands, leaving an invisible chemical trail. But ants can be stopped by the exterminator, the Orkin Man. The exterminator wipes out ant armies with the awesome power of his advanced pest control technology. He destroys ants and their colony and makes sure they never return. Guaranteed. The exterminator, the Orkin Man. One call destroys them all.
Dodge Ram would have you believe they're changing the rules. But once you drive the Sierra from GMC Truck, you'll wonder who's making the rules anyway. Sierra already has most of what the Dodge Ram calls revolutionary. Plus something the Dodge Ram doesn't have at all. 90 years of GMC truck building experience. So before you buy a truck based on rules, come into your high country GMC truck dealer and drive a Sierra. You'll see how fast it knocks the Dodge Ram right out of the picture.
Satellite TV Supermarket brings you the world's easiest satellite system to use, the Uniden 4800 Super. No complicated TV guides are needed. Simply use the listings guide on your screen. Locate the program you wish, align the arrow, and push view on your remote control. The Uniden 4800 system does the rest for you, bringing you crystal clear reception and over 200 different channels. Your window to the world is a satellite system with Uniden receivers at Satellite TV Supermarket, 2924 North Avenue in Grand Junction.
The state legislature today adopted its first sexual harassment policy. The Senate agreed with the House that a system should be in place to address such problems. The proposal sets up 2-member teams in the House and the Senate. The teams would hear complaints and would advise leaders of the Legislative Legal Services and Legislative Council.
Students graduating from local high schools will have a harder time getting a college education than students from the past. That according to the Western Interstate Commission on Higher Education. The commission says students today are facing increasing tuition and reduced state funding. The report showed Colorado higher education enrollment in 1992 and 93 school year was down 1/3%. The first of 2 graduation ceremonies was held at Mesa State College tonight, honoring some of the 608 graduates from this year's class. 99 students will graduate with honors. Colorado Attorney General Gail Norton will deliver the commencement address at both commencement ceremonies. Tomorrow's graduation ceremony will get underway at 9:30 in the morning and will be held at Saunders Fieldhouse.
Up next, we'll have a news break for our viewers in Montrose and in Durango.
And for our other viewers, we'll tell you about some expansion plans for the Telluride area.
When every second counts, St. Mary's Air Life delivers emergency medical care to residents in 4 states within a 300-mile radius of Grand Junction. Our experienced medical team takes advanced emergency care and technology right to the scene. St. Mary's Air Life is a mobile emergency treatment unit capable of responding within minutes. St. Mary's Air Life, the life-saving difference.
The Western Slopes economy depends on its agriculture, and it's important that those in agribusiness stay informed of the latest techniques and trends in the industry. Every Tuesday at noon and 10, News West 5 brings you the Agriculture Report with Randy Ristow of CSU's Ag Extension Office. Randy brings his expertise to reports on agriculture education, cutting-edge methods, and unique business opportunities. So join Randy in News West 5 Tuesdays at noon and 10 for the Western Colorado Agriculture Report, brought to you by Best Radiator.
Diamond Vogel quality lasts longer. That's why architects specify it. Diamond Vogel. Contractors count on it. It's Diamond Vogel. And homeowners? They choose Diamond Vogel because they want their paint job to look good and last. There's value in every gallon, and that's important. Whether you're putting the finishing touches on a client's dream home, painting and protecting your own house, or just helping out a neighbor. Diamond Vogel paints, because quality lasts longer.
The Telluride Ski Resort may be expanding in the future. This year, more than 300,000 skiers visited the area, and Telluride officials say they will need to add to the area to keep up with the number of skiers. Last month, the U.S. Forest Service issued a draft environmental impact statement for the expansion. Telluride Ski Company has proposed 6 chairlifts, 4 restaurants, and a small lodge in the Palmyra and Prospect Basin area. Telluride citizens say they will look at an environmental impact statement closely before allowing the expansion to go through. Are you looking to buy an energy-efficient home to save money on your monthly bill? Well, if you're buying a new home, you can. A partnership between the Public Service Company and Grand Valley Power have started a program called Ideal Energy Home. Energy-efficient mortgages help buyers qualify more for housing by changing their debt-to-income ratio because of energy-saving features in homes built by contractors working with public service. Consumers get more home for their money while saving energy and the environment. If you want more information on Ideal Energy Home, you can call the Public Service Department.
The Colorado National Bank donated a grant of $5,000 to the Mesa County Public Library today. The library will use the money to expand the Hispanic reading collection, particularly in the children's section. The Friends of the Mesa County Public Library believe that there is a need for Hispanic literature because there are many people in our community whose first language is Spanish. The donation of the grant coincides with Cinco de Mayo celebrations in our area this week. The Colorado Lottery has a new game called Instant Monopoly Scratch Game, and to kick it off, the lottery sponsored a Monopoly trivia contest that you saw here on News West 5. 2 Western Slope contestants joined 4 Front Range trivia winners to play a game of Monopoly this afternoon. Denise Harris of Colorado Springs was the winner and took home $5,000. Ward Violet of Grand Junction finished second, and he and the other 4 runner-ups will receive $1,000 each. That's how much you can win in the new Monopoly Scratch Game. If you're looking for some ways to reduce your risk of cancer, you may not have to go further than the supermarket. City Market, actually. The American Cancer Society and City Market have teamed up to teach people how to eat healthier, thus reducing your risk of certain types of cancer.
To show people that you can really eat the foods that you like, but now they're healthier versions. So eating healthy and following the American Cancer Society's recommendation for a low-fat, high-fiber diet can be very tasty and delicious.
The food sampling and cancer risk information will be going on tomorrow if you happen to miss it today.
It looks like Mother Nature will cooperate for this weekend's Cinco de Mayo celebrations.
And when News West 5 continues, Jim Petty will have all your details.
Skepticism. Is it buried deep in our DNA? Or a learned response to certain stimuli like checking accounts? Observe as we expose an unbiased subject to Norwest's unbelievable checking. Do you believe no minimum balance, no monthly service charge, and no limit on the number of checks you can write? For as long as your account is at your Colorado Norwest Bank? Eureka! Norwest's unbelievable checking is convincing even born skeptics. See?
Hi from Snapple, an iced tea drinker from Atlanta writes, are your commercials for real, or are the people just actors? Ask them yourself.
Come here. That's the only good thing that ever came out of New York. Snapple. Come in, Shane. Oh, I can't believe it. So you don't think the people are real? Well, we're real. I believe you now.
Made from the best stuff on earth.
I'm a real person.
You may already know that Sleep & Air manufactures superb quality mattress sets at our factory in Grand Junction. Now Sleep & Air has another reason for you to stop by. A wide range of quality bedroom furniture, such as Bassett, Pulaski, Lexington, Philbar, and Webb. So whether you're in the market for a quality, locally manufactured mattress set or a set of beautiful bedroom furniture, Sleep & Air is the answer. Sleep & Air, 2482 Patterson. There's no reason not to.
Jim Petty joins us now with weather, and what a beautiful night.
Beautiful night, beautiful day, and we may have more of the same tomorrow. There's a storm coming in from the Pacific, but a lot of times they don't affect us that much.
Hopefully.
We'll see. It's iffy.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look at the temperature right now. It's cooled off nicely at 67 degrees after a high of 84, which was the high for the state of Colorado. The overnight low last night was 51. And taking a look at the other statistics, 11% is the relative humidity. The wind's out of the southwest at 6 miles an hour, and the barometer is rising now at 29.95. And taking a look at the map real quickly, you can see that the entire western slope was pretty warm. Montrose 80, Cortez 79. It was even fairly warm in the 70s in the mountains. And along the Front Range, it was in the 60s and 70s because they had some thunderstorms, pretty strong thunderstorms from Colorado Springs. Now they're moving into Kansas. Colorado Springs had 3/4-inch hail late this afternoon. And if we take a look at the satellite map, you can see this next storm somewhat stalled right now over California and Nevada, getting some pretty
Great prices. From your hometown, Gibson's.
Your hometown for value.
You were raised on rock and roll. And 96.1 K-Star is the Valley's home of rock and roll. 96.1 K-Star with music marathons every hour and the no-repeat 9 to 5. 96.1 K-Star, the Valley's home of rock and roll.
The Glenwood Hot Springs pool could be forced to close during the winter if a proposed desalination facility is built. The pool's lawyer has written the Colorado Water Conservation Board saying Aqua Chem Incorporated's plan to take salt from the Colorado River would decrease the flow of the spring that feeds the pool. Aqua Chem plans to remove 200 tons of salt daily from the river. It would be sold commercially. The Bureau of Reclamation supports the concept because the level of salt in the river is a problem for irrigation users. Some areas in western Colorado will not have heli-skiing anymore. The U.S. Forest Service has rejected a heli-ski company's request to operate in 4 of Colorado's national forests. People living in the Crested Butte, Grand Mesa, Uncompadre, and Gunnison National Forests have sent a clear message they do not want helicopter skiing in their area. The Forest Service says community opposition overwhelmed the request for a 1-year trial period by Colorado Heli-Ski. The company has 15 days to file an appeal.
Impaired students in School District 51 received a big gift from Altrusa International today. $4,600 was given to the school district from money raised by Altrusa. The money will go to purchasing an advanced piece of equipment that will be able to test hearing aids while in the child's ear.
Sure how a child's hearing aid is working while it's actually in place in their ear. In the past, we've taken the hearing aid out of the ear, put it in an artificial test box to measure that, and now we'll keep doing that artificial way, but we'll have the other piece of equipment to allow us to do the testing while the hearing aid is in the ear.
While the donation is generous, school district officials say the relationship with Altrusa is more significant. Lottery officials say someone is holding the winning ticket from last night's lotto drawing, and the ticket's worth $1.5 million. The winning numbers are 9, 11, 16, 22, 23, and 40. There were 41 people who matched 5 numbers to win $368 each. The Saturday night drawing will be worth another $1.5 million.
We'd like to make a correction concerning a story we recently aired on Thunder Mountain Elementary School in Grand Junction. We told you about a 4th grade class that's trying to raise money for a new computer. And we incorrectly reported that the students had set up a non-profit organization to raise the money. The students have actually set up a model of a non-profit group. We also said the fund drive began after the school board voted against funding a new computer for the school. But the fund drive is not related to the board's refusal to pay for a computer. The students are raising the money for a different computer at Thunder Mountain Elementary.
Well, warm temperatures may not last through the weekend.
Jim Petty is next with the complete details.
I'm Ginger, and today we're going to show you how to prepare the outside of your home for painting, and we'll be back right after this message.
To give your home a new coat this summer, Denning Lumber Ace Hardware gives you a wide selection of paints to choose from. 6 to 10-year durability and custom colors available. A gallon of Ace Acrylic Waterproof Sealer, $7.99. We have a large selection of caulk and sealant for those cracks and holes. And to make it easier for you, a wide selection of brushes and pads to fit your painting needs. Denning Lumber Ace Hardware, 432 North Avenue, Grand Junction.
The first thing that you do is take the old paint off and clean your surface. Okay. Then you have to take your sandpaper and rough up the smooth surfaces. Then what you want to do, you want to clean off the siding And if you have mildew, you can wash it with 3 parts water and 1 part bleach. Let it set for 20 minutes and then rinse it off. Then you need to nail in the heads that are sticking out. Then you caulk the nail holes. You have to let the caulking dry before you start putting your primer on. We're going to use an oil-based primer today, and use about a 3 or 4 inch brush to brush your primer on so that you get good large strokes on it. Now that you have the primer on, you have to let it dry for 8 hours. Then you can go on ahead and apply your exterior paint. Make sure that the weather's above 50 or below 90. I'm Ginger, and that's your tip for the day.
All over Colorado, people are passing go and collecting their part of $6.5 million from the Colorado Lottery's new Instant Monopoly game. So pull off the road and collect your share today.
People say I don't look like a mom. I say this is exactly how a mom should look and dress. I shop at Mervyn's for clothes that make me feel attractive, comfortable, even a little sexy. Shocking, isn't it? And right now, Mervyn's has a lot of great styles on sale for under $20 a piece, even shoes, so I don't have to pay department store prices to get what I want. That way I look good and act smart. The perfect combination for a mom, if I do say so myself.
Mervyn's, fashion for the real world. Right now, celebrate mom with great savings.
News West 5 is brought to you by US West Direct Yellow Pages, the one that gets used.
Jim Petty joins us now with the forecast, and you might have a little bit of depressing news for us this weekend.
Well, possibility of rain on and off going into the weekend, but not a great possibility. Let's go outside right now and take a look at the temperature. Right now it's 65 degrees, cooled off quite a bit from our afternoon high of 83 degrees. The overnight low last night was 56. Taking a look at the other conditions, 63% is the relative humidity. The wind's out of the northeast at 7 miles an hour, and the barometer is steady now at 20.91. Taking a look at the Colorado temperatures, the high here in Alamosa was actually tied a record high of 73. Montrose got up to 79. Along the Front Range, it was also very warm. Denver up to 84. Pueblo also was up to 84. And if we take a look at the satellite map, you can see that the weather that the east had been getting has moved off into the Atlantic. And if we look west, you can see the spotty clouds coming across Colorado. The thunderstorms that were in eastern Colorado have moved into Kansas, and this is that next storm coming in from the Pacific Northwest. As we take a look at the first map, we can see that right now we are in between 2 low pressure cells. This storm moving kind of south and east into Kansas. As I said, we're partly cloudy right now. The next storm coming in, and as we take a look at the lows for tonight, it's going to be mainly in the 40s in the higher elevations, around the 50-degree mark here along the Colorado-Utah border. And the map for tomorrow shows that we're still going to be partly cloudy. Again, we have a chance of these storms moving into our area, but probably not until the next day. And looking at the highs for tomorrow, it's going to be mainly in the 70s. There should be a pocket of 80s right here on the Colorado-Utah border for tomorrow. And looking at the forecast for Mesa County, first of all, it's going to be about 82 for Grand Junction tomorrow. It's going to be mostly clear, but then we're going to have that slight possibility of isolated thunderstorms in the higher elevations around here. And taking a look at the Montrose Delta area, Montrose is going to be up to about 70. Clear tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow with a slight chance of isolated showers coming in. And the Four Corners area, they will be mostly clear and partly sunny tomorrow, so the clouds won't be moving into that area. And Glenwood Springs Rifle, partly cloudy, isolated showers tonight, a 20% chance of afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow. And looking ahead for the next few days, it's going to be about the same. It's going to cool off a lot starting on Saturday. It's going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers right on through the weekend.
All right, thanks, Jim. Todd, Ben?
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm excited about the Nuggets.
Amazing. They force a Game 5. We'll have the latest when we go back. Stay with us.
The audio-video update is brought to you by U.S. Tech.
Hi, I'm Earl with U.S. Tech. This week in Audio Video Update, we'll talk about problems that modern electronics can help solve.
Look, a rainbow! Where? Over there! Where? Oh, there! Don't you see it? I can, through my Panasonic Palm Quarter color viewfinder.
I hardly noticed it through my black and white viewfinder.